Good morning, YouTube. Today we're going to be watching the racial slur tier list. It's going to be kind of controversial, I would assume, but we're going to see what the most nefarious slurs in the whole game are.
Before YouTube sends me to the Shadow Realm, let me just say that this is an educational video made to inform the viewers about racial discrimination and is in no way meant to be a guide to becoming a more efficient racist.
Well, you are ranking them, so this implies a competitive level of racism at this point.
Let's get right into it, and let me just say that this is obviously a race for second place, as the first place spot is going to be going to the N-word.
No, yeah. We already know what's taking the top, bro. That's just going to be a
If you look at a racist's keyboard, you'll see that the N, I, G, E, and R keys are the
They're
most
a little
faded.
bit faded, yeah.
And I'm 99% sure it's not because they spend all day arguing about the social and political climate of the African country of Niger.
Is this country in a good spot? Are they fucking up right now? What's going on in town?
The Merriam-Webster dictionary rates it as the most offensive slur in English history, so even the dictionary agrees it's the #1 spot.
Wait, why does Merriam-Webster have an offensive slur ranking? Bro, what, you don't even need this video, bro. Merriam-Webster already got a tier list for which slur is the most offensive, bro.
Next, we have the fruit slurs, which, when I read it first, I thought they were taking the piss too, but...
What the fuck kind of slur is banana? On what planet is the consumption of le fruit of banana a racial slur?
Fruit slurs are real.
Wait, is it fucking towards Asians? Wait, are they calling like Asian people white on the inside, yellow on the outside type shit, or what is this?
And it's to do with minorities who want to be white like bananas for Asians, who are yellow on the outside, but white on the inside.
Yeah, I knew it.
People,
oh,
and apples
shit.
for the Native Americans, who are red on the outside, but want to be white on the inside.
Yo, that's crazy. Fucking said an apple for Native Americans is crazy, man.
Imagine trying to be hateful and calling someone a banana.
That's such an L slur, no creativity, not even a little bit of creativity.
Actually, for the fruit slurs, we're going to be putting them in the 10th spot, as, to be honest,
yeah, the fruit ones ain't all like that,
confused and offended if you called them a fruit slur.
Okay, tight shit. At least we can agree on it.
And you're most likely not even going to be getting a HR email, never mind getting fired. I'll also add onto this that chocolate ice cream or ice cream bars are the same fruit slurs, but for black people who are black on the outside and want to be white on the inside.
I've heard of Oreo. I've never heard ice cream bar. Has
Then
anybody here ever heard ice cream bar?
Mostly for Hindus, which is Pajit, which originates from the name Pai Ji and the fact that a lot of Indian names end in Jeet. It's used against Indian males due to the stereotypes associated with Indian men online, such as they are extremely horny.
That ain't even a fucking slur. Is that an actual slur?
And they're very nationalistic.
I feel like that has to go lower on the tier list.
They have been associated with the name and are now used in a derogatory fashion.
I would put that lower on the tier.
In a similar vein, Mujit is the Indian response to Indian Muslims, which is obviously derived from the Pajit slur, but with the mu prefix. If you call an Indian person a Pajit or a Majit, they're most likely to get pretty offended, so I'm going to be putting higher up on the list. Maybe in third.
What level of offended are we talking about? Are we talking about like square up with me type of offended, or what kind of? There's levels to this shit, bro. There are definitely levels to this shit, okay?
Place, although it could be displaced. And I guess I'll put Majit in there as well, as they're two sides of the same.
No, yeah, you got to combo them bitches.
This one is a bit hit or miss.
You can't be ranking them bitches individually. They're the same thing, but a different toilet.
Indians, then yeah, you're probably cooked. But if you have a blue collar job, you might just get a few laughs. Fuzzy Wuzzy. Yes.
Blue collar workers might be the most diabolically jokeful individuals I've ever heard in my life.
Fuzzy Wuzzy is a slur which is used disparagingly against Eritrean and Sudanese Africans. It originates from a poem by the same name.
Since when is Fuzzy Wuzzy a slur? You're telling me Fuzzy Wuzzy is a slur? On what planet, bro? What the f?
The respect that the British soldiers had for the Eritreans and Sudanese that fought alongside the British Army, and relates to their hair being frizzy.
How the fuck is
Originally,
Fuzzy
it had
Wuzzy a
positive
slur,
connotations,
bro?
but over time it became more and more associated with anti-African racism.
White bitches call fucking little dogs Fuzzy Wuzzy all the fucking time. The hair, bruh. You gotta be kidding me. That's such a, like, low tier. Oh my god, bro. Whoever came up with this shit needs to get his fucking eyes checked, because that's the shittiest insult I've ever heard in my fucking life. If you're gonna be fucking racist, at least be creatively racist. God damn.
Just life, I guess. I'm probably going to be putting this in the 9th spot, as for what it's worth, it's one of the less offensive slurs on this list, as it started out in admiration and not just hate from the beginning. Similar to the fruit slurs, it's pretty niche and uncommon, so...
Yeah, bro, nobody's gonna know what the fuck you're saying if you're trying to insult somebody by saying Fuzzy Wuzzy. Oh my god, Fuzzy Wuzzy. Like, bro, what?
We'll probably fly under the radar if you said this at work, although you would get some weird stares. Next up is chink, which is a slur that is used against Chinese people primarily.
Yeah, that one's a classic.
As racists do, it's also used against people with hooded eyes. Some speculate it may have originated from the Chinese phrase ching ching, which is a courtesy, but others argue it wasn't
Now
really
this
that.
one has to be like, okay, in my opinion, I feel like this is like 2, 3. This is like a pretty high level slur right here. Like this one goes into the upper echelons, you know what I mean? This shit is definitely going into a higher tier.
Popularized until labor shortages in the west coast of America led to an immigration boom of primarily Chinese nationals who were expert fishermen. And when an American patented his own fish gutting machine,
Isn't that what the 49ers were? Is the 49ers the gold rush? I can't remember because I know that there was like a big Asian migration to the West Coast, but I can't remember what was the actual reason for it.
he named it the Iron Chink, and its popularity just grew from there until it was in mainstream use. This one is similar to Pajit, as in the chances of you losing your job are very environment dependent, but I'd say that it doesn't offend as much as being called a Pajit, and I would know because I've been called both, despite being from neither region.
Damn!
So I'll put it in a respectable 5th place. Cracker is going to be our next racial slur, and honestly, it's a bit of a push to call
Cracker,
it.
man, get that shit, bro. Put that shit down in 7th or 8th, bro. Cracker is... You don't get your saltine head
Racial slur
boy, down to the bottom of the
I've ever
list,
seen
bro.
a white person offended by being called a cracker in my life.
Never.
It's like water off a duck's back. It apparently originates from the north.
The white folks that be getting offended by that shit be the white folks that they really be on some crazy shit. They be like, then why can't I say the hardest of ERs?
Noise that whips would make, which I don't get how that's offensive. Bonus slurs include mayo monkey, vanilla gorilla, bleach demons, unscented candles, etc. But
Damn!
some of these sound pretty cool if I'm being honest.
Vanilla Gorilla just sounds like a name for a strong ass white dude, I ain't gonna lie.
Imagine just chilling with your homie and he goes, "What's up my vanilla gorilla?" I'd be hyped. It's gonna go in 8th because it's weak, but the other ones below are more dumb, so... yeah.
Okay, yeah, at
And
least
you
it's an 8th, because this shit can't go no above. I would have put probably the C one, I would have probably put that in like 3rd or 4th, you feel me? That was definitely
You're not gonna get fired, you're actually more likely
But
to
it
get
really depends on what else is on this list.
promotion for bantering with your boss. A lesser known slur is goy,
Goy?
which refers to all non-Jews, and its origins are from the Talmud, which is
Man, put that, man, don't nobody know that shit. Don't nobody know that shit. That shit should be in like 9th, bruh.
the holy book of the Jews. The translation is similar to farm animals / creatures that are lesser, and I didn't actually know about this one until recently. But yeah, now you know that some
Peak
Jews refer
slur
to
by
all
Jewish
non-Jews
people.
as farm animals, so do
What
with that
the
knowledge as
fuck?
you wish.
Yo, somebody call Kanye. Yo, what the fuck?
But I'm gonna put it in 7th, just ahead of
Heard
Cracker.
it in New
as
York.
It's pretty unknown, and
You heard
not
that in New York? Okay, that makes more sense.
many people would take
New York do got a lot of like Hasidic Jews there too, which are like the most devout of devout.
offense because of that, and similarly wouldn't bring it up to HR. Uncle Tom is a slur that is used primarily
No,
by
yeah, that
black
was
people
pretty
to
high.
disparage other black people
Nah, that
for
was
acting
pretty
in a way
high,
that
yeah,
they deem slave-like.
for sure, actually.
But it didn't originally have the same meaning. The term came from the character Uncle Tom in
Goes 2nd, 3rd, or 4th, I think. 2nd, 3rd, or 4th.
Harriet Stowe's Uncle Tom's Cabin, and in the story Uncle Tom is beaten to death for protecting the whereabouts of his fellow slaves.
It's either 2nd or 3rd,
This was
I think.
distorted in subsequent
Can't even be
plays that
4th,
portrayed
2nd or
him as a
3rd.
self-serving sellout who betrays his fellow slaves. And the theme of selling out to the white man stuck with the character and led to the slur that we have today. Because it's mostly used by black people to describe other black people, you probably wouldn't lose your job for saying it if you're black. However, I wouldn't try this if you're a white person. So for that reason, I'm going to be putting it in the 6th spot.
I don't know about 6 for that. I feel like I would put it higher, bro. Because I'm going to be real, getting called that shit is crazy. Getting called that shit is crazy, bro.
Second to last racial slur is Paki, which is a slur used to disparage Pakistani Asians and rose to popularity during racial
I'm gonna
tensions
be
in
real,
the UK in the 60s.
I know this one's super fucking offensive in the UK. I would rank this below Uncle because mega fucking offensive no matter where the fuck that shit'll happen. This shit, to most people, I thought, to be honest, when I first heard like KSI say, because that's the first time I was introduced to this shit, I literally just thought it was a shortening of Pakistani.
And 70s. Racist nationals would form Paki bashing groups to harass and attack Pakistanis and South Asians, which led to thousands of racially charged attacks and even some deaths. These sparked outrage in the formation of British Asian youth movements to protect their communities, and eventually through social and political change, the clashes stopped. I'm going to put this in the 5th spot, as you could argue it's similar to Chink. However, I think the history of violence puts it over the edge.
Nah,
And
5th is
again,
too
I'd say it
high
has
for
the
that
potential to
shit,
cost you your
bro.
job, but it could also just lead to having to attend some racial
a-
mindfulness sessions.
Man, that's only one in the UK though. I feel like that can't be on this list, bro. That is only one in the UK.
Our final racial slur, the unofficial second first place slur, we have the K word, which rhymes with bike and is used to refer to Jews.
Oh.
Given by the fact that first and second place I'm saying K and N word, you can tell that the use of these words are probably going to get you fired from your job and potentially have your social medias / YouTube account kneecapped as well. The K word originates from when the first Jewish immigrants came to Ellis Island, and when they were signing forms, they would use a circle or kikel in Hebrew instead of a cross to mark their answers, as the cross reminds them of Jesus, which they don't particularly like.
There's no way in hell that I'm going to attempt even drawing anything that could be humorous about this slur. I must have been smoking crack to think that I would animate a joke or something about this while recording the audio. I prefer to be able to have a job after this video. Bruh is not speedrunning cancellation. He's like, hey, up. Before you say anything, bro. Before you say anything, just please hear me out, bro.
Then led to immigration inspectors to refer to them as the K word, and from there it stuck. Not only will this get you fired from your job, it might even constitute a hate crime charge if you're unlucky enough.
If you enjoyed this reaction, make sure to go ahead and drop a subscription on this channel. Also, you can catch me live at twitch.tv/CantBanOmar. Make sure to go ahead and pull up.